I can't stop this mission. 125 and I move with the friction. Black lights, footwork mad like I'm dancing with tension. Tension, 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 with the friction. Friction, 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 friction. 125 and I move with the friction. Black lights, footwork mad like I'm dancing with tension. Tension, 125 and I move with the friction. 125 and I move with the friction.
And welcome once again, VDC Nation. We are back here today on the YouTube stream side of things for this expert match for the number 2 seed Kingdom Coffee versus the number 10 seed Friendly Fire. My name is Omni. I'm joined here by your favorite head mod, Mercer, aka Emily. How are you doing here today?
I'm doing great and really excited to see this stream. I mean, 2 great teams. I think it's going to be a great watch.
Indeed, indeed. Also, we're going to be keeping the pre-show just a little bit short and sweet here today because I know it's a little bit of a later start. So we're just going to go straight into the map bans just to see where we're going for this best of 3. For you guys wondering what this format's going to be, it is a best of 3, not a best of 2, which means the first team to reach 2 wins will move on to the semifinals. And this seeing these map bans, Ascent, Breeze being the first bans, and then Sunset, Haven, then Split, Summit, and Lotus. Obviously, Ascent and Breeze being the two best maps of each players. Breeze being FS best map, obviously dominated at 20. Ascent being KC's best map pick, and FF having a kind of a lackluster performance against Nat 20 as well. So now here's Sunset, Haven. Sunset kind of an unknown for both teams, so we're seeing how they're going to go here into these maps. And then Haven, KC's really dominant on that. And then Lotus, both teams are very solid on those maps. Emily, what are you thinking of the map ban so far?
I honestly love these choices of maps. I think it really gives a chance for all of these players. I've seen them play in prior seasons and just throughout the season. I think it's going to allow us to see every player's strengths highlight and come out of the map. And especially excited for if we go to the Lotus Decider because I just love watching that map.
Yeah, indeed. Lotus has always been known for bangers in terms of those best of 3 series, but now we are wasting no more time. We are going into Agent Select here on Sunset. a map that these two teams are very unknown on, but that does not matter because Sunset can always be a banger. I mean, we've had our fair share of banger maps. On this very map, Emily, I remember Season 8, the KC versus GG Prospect game that went to distance.
Yeah.
That was an absolute fun game to cast.
Yep.
But now we are here in Season 10. God, we feel old, but that's okay. Also, real quick, just a little happy late birthday to Emily. It was her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to Emily.
Thank you. I'm Unk now.
Indeed, indeed. As we are getting ages like the artist scene, one side is fully picked with the Neon, Raze, Omen, Vice, and Sova. A typical comp that you will see FF running a lot with the double duelist with Dadfat and Spike Prime. Obviously, Dadfat being that top candidate. One of the main reasons why this team has been so successful, not only being the fragger, as well as being the IGL of this team and making the calls. And over on the right side, KC, who has been so dominant, obviously faltered a little bit towards the end of the season, dropping from the number 1 seed to the 2nd seed with 2 MVP candidates on their team in Soul and Retrozen. But also, you cannot count out Solane and Phobic. Phobic, who was holding down the double duelist position while Soul was out on IR. And now Solane, who's been that consistent Sensi player. KC is going to be very difficult to kind of uphold here in this matchup for FF.
And then just to note, I mean, it's a special shout out. Hybrid is not here tonight as subbed by Nate, but we do miss you, Hybrid. And but we're excited to see Nate play.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. But now with the agent select complete, we are going into the map here in just a moment. Happy birthday, Mercer. We love to see that. Thank you. Shout out to our producer, Nuclear Cats, coming out of retirement just for this special stream. Obviously, love Nuclear Cats out here, as well as our observer. Can't forget our observer, Flink Sinatra, will be here as well, bringing you some great observing here today. But now the pistol round. As FF, they've been kind of struggling with the pistol round. They saw in the last series, they went, I'm pretty sure, 4-1 in pistol rounds against Nat 20, with Nat 20 winning 4 and FF only winning a singular pistol round. So if you want to get that, a pistol round will be needed against this team.
Yeah, I feel like pistol rounds, I mean, they are the crutch for like the early wins and the momentum that you get, but I do feel like FF has a strength of keeping their mental up and coming back even later when they've lost that momentum from those pistol rounds. But honestly, I'm just excited to see, hoping that they'll get some momentum with this early start. A little biased.
Of course. Obviously, Emily being the FF AGM as well. It's going to be this mid fight coming from Michael Sark, getting a little bit of information towards mid, but it's going to be Soul and Retrozen going straight into market. There's only one player from the side of Walk who's going to be taking this onslaught. The smoke coming in, now the buy splash. Then Neon Slide coming in, trying to see if he can find a jiggle. There's going to be 2 players here coming in, but Retrozen finding the opener. Finding the second opener on the Drilliex. Completely busting open the site by himself off the back of his teammates. Now just like that, it's a 5v3. 3 players left alive on the side of FS. Spike Prime, Dadfat, and Michael Sark. You have to do it all. The paint shell's coming in, though. It's going to get onto Retrozen down super low.
Oh my goodness!
But it does not matter. The slide coming in the 4K on the round. Nate's going to go in to finish it off, denying the ace of Retrozen. And this is a man you don't want to heat up.
That was a bold moment by Retro, and I honestly admire that so much. I mean, knowing that you're dead in that situation, you're just gonna say, let's go. Like, send it and see if I get these picks. And that's exactly what he did. That was great. Even going and entering for his team in sight, Soul was right behind him with those flashes to help him clear that smoke and get in there in the first place. So just great work, partnership between duelists there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Indeed, indeed. Now it's going to be Eco around for the side of KC. It's going to look to walk right into B side. There's no real like high weaponry here. It's 4 SMGs and a pistol in the hands of Retrozen. As Soul's going to find the opener onto Walk, but it's going to be Drilliex on the backside and has to back away, getting that equalizing pick onto Soul. But these weaponries here are all in advantage of the side of KC with these close range weapons. Trying to see if they could do enough damage with these classics in their hands. Now trying to see if they can wait for any kind of positionings, any kind of overstep from the side of KC. But look at this. Retrozen playing in the stairs, waiting for the contact of Nate. As the relay bolt's going to come in, but the crossfire at the same time for Solane. Good deep dive, a lot of damage done, but not enough to get a kill. Dadfat's going to confirm that kill at the same time, but not enough. KC, they're going to continue on with the eco round win.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it. We knew that the pistol rounds were weaker, but now FF does have full guns, and Most of KC still has some guns left over. I think they only got two. They only lost 2 guns from that fight, so really not bad overall. And then it looks like Retro's already. He saved that round getting a Vandal in, to kind of even the playing field for this. This hopefully could be a conversion.
Yeah, hopefully Richardson is going to have that Vandal. He did save a pistol from the last round, and now he's going to have that Vandal here in the bonus round. It's going to be very, very dangerous in terms of that firepower when he has a rifle in his hands in the bonus round. It's going to be Dadfat taking a lot of damage in that top mid position. Has to back away as the Jones going to come in and get the scan onto at least one player. It's going to be the slow creep here from side of KC. They're just trying to work this map as much as possible. Trying to find any kind of openers to the side of this defense of FF. As you already see, push out.
Space that Drillix has over there.
Yeah, Drillix and Walk. Yeah, they took a lot of space into B main. And Spike's also holding a pixel line here on A main. This is potentially going to be the go button from the side of KC, waiting, drawing out any kind of stabilization. It's going to be Michael Sark, but Spike Prime is going to find a kill on the Soul, but Retro's trying to run down Michael Sark, who's stunned up, but Spike Prime with the slide with the Phantom again, and somehow gets away with his life. He's going to find 2 openers here.
AGM.
That's our expert AGM right there. The Jiggle coming in from Spike now has to back away, but leaving Michael Sark kind of on an island here on the A side, and now they're going to be able to back away. This flank at the same time from FF, though, is going to have them completely penciled in.
30 seconds
But it's
left.
going to be Drillix to take the pick and walk side to side. Drillix, we missed him in the first round, and now he's here to make his name in playoffs, finding 2. It's down the Retros into the 1v4. Trying to find it! And they lined up for him. Finding 4. Down to 27 HP. It's the Neon versus Neon. Spike versus Retro. And 6 seconds left to go. Has to get the bomb down. Spike wondering what happened, what all went wrong as he slowly creeps up behind Retro and will avert disaster as Retro took down 3 players staring down the barrel of a shotgun and said pull the trigger.
That was insane. The lineup there, getting the 4K. I mean, Retro is, that's the second round of a 4K in just the first 3 rounds of the map, so great job.
Unbelievable showcase here already from the side
now,
of Retro's in.
FF is pretty low on funds. That did take out most of your guns with that Colette. Spike is holding out with the Phantom, but it looks like everybody else is doing a light buy / save. And now KC has full guns and weapons, and Retro has his ult online.
Yeah, the overdrive is in the hands of Retrosin. As is going to be walked the hole close by with a bucket, but the Owl Drone and Handsome Nate be used here. Yeah, now it's going to be coming in. It's going to try to find a timing. It's going to get tagged up, though. He has to try to back away. Retrosin is going to try to run him down with the reload bolt, but that Thorns are going to stall them out. Forcing them back, the Flame Wall at the same time. Now it's going to force them out. As now, here comes the go button. He's going to find the kill with the walk with the Flame Wall as well. Daffy trying to take the fight. Cannot find it, though. Too many bodies, too many guns. Now it's going to crossfire again here. KC taking over the B side. In a 5v2, it's going to be Spike Prime to find the first on the phobic. Beautiful read indeed. Soul does have this curveball ready to go. Ready to flash off of contact, off of noise, off of any kind of battle here from the side. A Spike with just his lone rifle and Michael Stark with a classic in his hands. You have to find something happening. There's that dart. It's going to get the skin on the Soul. A little bit late, but Spike, yeah, is just going to make the call. There's no chance he really has in the round. Just going to save the gun. Michael Stark going to try to go down to the rifle here. Michael Sark. Trying to see if he can do a little bit of damage, but he's going to take the swing. Nope, Solin's going to deny that completely out of his control. But that's the 3rd round for the side of KC. I mean, it was kind of a done affairs as soon as they lost 4 rifles from the bonus round.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was kind of to be expected there. Spike saving was a great call, though. The rest of their team are going to have the ult, a few ults almost online, with Spike about to have Overdrive online. Julia's about to have, oh my god, I'm blanking on Vice ult name, but about to have his ult online as well. They are set up for being able to maybe have a more aggressive retake if they choose to do so this round.
Yeah, and now it's going to be finally in the full buy here for the side of both teams. FF back on the rifles. It's going to be this slow. It's going to be this default. A little miss of the hot hands on the side of Soul. It's going to try to see if they can poke a prod again. And Spike Prime, who's been doing numbers in this angle here in Elbow. But they're just going to work on getting the orbs in the hands of Soul, who is one away from the run it back. As the Owl Drone coming in from Michael Stark to try to clear out mid. Retro is going to break it. But this default on the side of KC, just slowly and methodically taking map control. Soul Lane already in B main. That's an orb control in their possession. As Soul is going to have that run it back online here in just a few moments. This is probably going to be a B hit. It's probably going to want to go straight into the B side with that run it back to try to take out all those Vice setups in the hands of Jillyx. That's right now, KC.
Just slow paced. I mean, it does look like Spike and Dadfat are taking out this extra space, and then they're knowing that they're going to hit hard.
Yeah. That's now that they're going to bait out the sheer wall. And now the running back's going to be online. Here it comes. As the relay bolt's going to come in. It's going to go straight into the side. The flame wall trying to do anything but walk. It's just blinded up like a dog. Cannot see a thing. Nate going to find a kill. Phobic going to find a kill on Trilix as well. It's trying to overwhelm the side again.
30 seconds left.
As now it's going to be down to a 3v5 again. Just like that, this B side has been a stronghold for the side of KC. And they're abusing the fact. As Soul's going to find a kill on the Dadfat. Taking him out of the round. It's down to a 2v5 just like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already going to be a call to save these weaponries. On the side of KC, there's just no chance in hell that FF really have a chance to get back into this round. Retro holding a tight angle, and yeah, he is going to take down Michael Stark, and the double swing from Phobic as well. As KC continuing the onslaught, continuing the difference here in firepower.
I mean, honestly, like, KC is really dominating on B. There's so much, they have so much utility to bait out Vice and make all the util that's there essentially useless. They have the wall for Phoenix to trip out for Neon. They need the Neon wall as well. I mean, you have 2 walls to get onto that site to block the fire while you bait out the Vice utility. And it just makes it really difficult to hold that site once Phoenix and Neon get back there.
Yeah, and now we get back to this round. It looks like it's going to be a fast day. Dadfat down. It's going to be blinded up. Spike Prime who only has the Stinger. Richardson stunning himself up. Going to pop the overdrive now, trying to get into the side, trying to get into the elbow position. Spike Prime is going to be aware of this. Is going to be ready for it. No, he is not. As Retro is going to find a kill on the overdrive, doing numbers of damage on the Dadfat with the band in his hands. He was able to find a kill, but Knight was right there, right on his back. Finding instantaneous trade. Now it's a 3v4 again. This time on the A side. Weaponry completely disadvantaged. Drilliak can walk with a classic. And Michael Stark with that Stinger. And Phobic on the top side, on top of the box. Off angle and complete control. And it finds a 3K. And they find their 5th round again.
I mean, KC really has a lot of momentum here. And yeah, it looks like FF is calling their first time out. I mean, right now is the time to reevaluate and look at how they're hitting site. And whether they need to be a bit more aggressive on that flank or anything to just try to stop the forward momentum that they have, because like I said, they're just pushing through all of the util that's supposed to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, the Vice util is supposed to be stalling them out in those choke points, but with the shock darts as well, it kind of mitigates any kind of stall that FF may have with that with those thorns because of those shock darts.
Yeah, they have the shock darts to go in. They have the ability for Neon to trip the wall and back out, and they're playing it really well, and they're playing it together. I mean, even when Retro was going up with his ultimate, he had Nate right behind him to trade him. They're playing really well together. They're fighting off of another, and they're never leaving one alone in the fight. It's beautiful. But I think FF is starting to pick up on the read. They have 3 ultimates going into this round. Hopefully they can reevaluate and get some more rounds on KC.
Hopefully. I mean, right now, Sunset can. A lot of people probably think that Sunset is more of attacker sided than it is defense sided. Obviously, it just depends on which team can have momentum going into which side. Right now, KC does have all the momentum here on the side. I mean, with this being FS map pick, it's gonna go right back into the rounds, going right back into their slow default, slow methodical, taking space as they do break that market door, causing some pressure in market. As Walk yet to find a frag here in the map. It's going to jiggle. Going to find a little bit of information there. Finds Richardson, and now another player next to him has 2 rifles being shot. They're going to back away as Spike and Dadfat on that A line. They're jiggling it. Now they're going to back away to have the information still there. As Dadfat's looking to try to go back up towards top mid. That sheer wall was also moved. It's no longer on B. It's now towards top mid here, Emily.
Yeah, I mean, that might be the right play if they're abusing it over here on B. keeps the back covered and they can stack sights a little bit more.
Yeah, and right now it's probably looking like it's going to be a B split here as they're trying to walk straight into market. As Julius with that Odin in his hands is starting to call towards a little bit, but now the noise being made as Walk is going to be under immense amount of pressure here in just a few moments, potentially with 38 seconds left to go in the round. Here comes the recon dart. As they're just slow, methodical. Walk might not be aware of this possibility. Phobic disconnects. No smokes in the round.
No.
Walk's going to find one, but he's going to be aware of the second one. No, he is not. Retro's going to find a kill. There's still no smokes in the round. Drilliex
Felix with the Odin.
with that Odin. Solane trying to swing out. Can't settle that at all. Nate with it all to do. Can't do it. But did they know that Phobic is in main? Crashed on side. And it seems like not. They're just going to be waiting for these 8 seconds left. But despite the crash from Phobic, it was still a great hold coming out of FF. They finally find the second round.
It looks like we're going to be going into a P10 here. While we wait for Phobic to reconnect and make sure his system is all good. But, yeah, like you said, honestly, a great adaptation for FF. Putting a Vice Wall in mid allows them to put more people on a site, more bodies, especially the 3-stacking a site where they're just running in the entire time, not stopping. And pulling out that Odin as well.
Thanks.
It looks like Phobic also reconnected pretty quickly there, so we're not going to do a tech pause. We'll go straight back into it. FF finding their second round. A desperate one needed at the same time to kind of steady the economy as the recon dart. It's not going to scan on the Phobic, who's going to back away. But again, it's a slow, methodical play. It's a slow default as Soul's going to use that flash. A little bit of damage from the side of Spike, but Daphne's going to capitalize right on top of the knee. Holding the line, holding a pixel line, and says, take the head, clean off the Neon. Getting the trade right back into neutrality. As KC
I have the
looking to regroup now and try to get back as Retro sits in spawn, wondering what's going on with that. Hopefully nothing too bad. As they're going to regroup towards B here, but KC, the slow default play, it's kind of throwing FF into a loop a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they're still having Dadfat towards A, but they still are 3 seconds towards B because they know that's where they typically hit. Retro just sitting in spawn, I think waiting to see if they'll flank. But joining up with a team. And
Yeah,
they're
joining up
just
now. And here comes the side hit. Michael Sark got scanned up there by the dart in the backside. But the Thorns are going to stall them out as much as possible. Relay the ball. Trying to see if they can do anything. Now the split guard's going to use the same time. Michael Sark is going to fall at the same time at the backside. But Walk's going to take the swing, finding the kill onto Phobic.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be Drillings with that Odin again, making it sing. The showstopper using Deathbat. Is he going to clear behind from Register? No, he is not. Register sitting it backside, but the bomb is on side. Solane trying to do it all. Retro and Solane, the dynamic duo of this team so far. Drilliex with that Odin is going to find one and find a second.
I expected.
Not caring that Retro is 14-4. Says my gun is bigger than yours. And he takes the swing and wins it out.
I'm really liking seeing now FF adapt to KC's strategy here. And it's becoming a more even fight. It's becoming a really close fight. And I think each team, like, their abilities are starting to shine a lot more. But there are now 3 ults on the side for FF, 2 ults online for the side of KC, and everybody has full guns. So this next round, I feel like could go either way.
Yeah, indeed. And now going into this round, KC still have plenty of money in order to buy a Spike on the line. It's going to try to take a fight onto Retrosim, but the door is going to be broken again. They have 4 players on the side of FF here on the B side. It's Dadfat holding an off angle in B main. The drone coming in from Michael Sark. He's going to scan onto one. He will. Dadfat holding the line, holding steady, holding strong, but Nate quicker on the draw. Crosshair placement. Not good for Dadfat in that position. But from the shadows, going in the backside, was going to get cleared up by Michael Sark. Soul still inserted here in market as now Retrosin is going to look to go right into the side. Walk though. Going to find a kill, but Phobos going to find that trade. Michael Stark is going to find his 2. Coming alive when his team needs it most. Can he find a 3rd? And he will! Finding his 3rd kill. His only 3 frags so far on the map, and it could not have come at a better time.
I mean, to go over some of our facts from our sheets, Michael Stark has been here since season 1, and so I think was it an OG clutching up the round, being there for his team when he needs to. Yeah, he was. He said in his media sheet, he said, "Should I come back to casting?" So maybe we should let the chat decide that after this game.
Maybe we'll see.
Looks like we're back into another P10. while people
Yes.
figure out what's happening with their, I think, computers, internet, whatever. But
Yeah.
I was just looking, I was thinking, I was like, I'm looking at my fact sheet here.
Yep.
Going over to FF, I played, my first introduction to Spike was playing with him on his team in Season 8, and we barely met the trophy. We didn't get it, and we were so sad. But he's trying this time.
Add a new tier this time, over an expert instead of apprentice this time. As we are getting a little bit of a tech, as we're looking at tech, we're getting the estimation on it. As I'm going to try to see if I can pull up score lines from the other games real quick. Before that, I
heard that Chaw turned things around.
Yeah, 14 or it was 13 or 12. I cannot speak. 12-3, and in favor of MB on map number 2, and Cha brought it all the way back to force a map 3. As we look over here as well, I'm looking over at the FB versus Cha game. It seems like they're also in a map 3. It's just the pistol round just starting. So yeah, a lot of high impact games going on here today, and I know VK's team KC versus Inferno is on map number 2. Not sure how that went out so far, because obviously we are in the game. As maybe I can go look up on the tracker, see how it went. Favor real quick before we go into a little bit of a break.
Seeing just how long this process can take, but yeah, we'll see. I was gonna say it's a big day for games, especially this game.
Oh wow, okay.
KC is second seed, and then FF is 10th seed. So this is a match to be like a force to be reckoned with. I mean,
I have the news. KC Apprentice is up 1-0 on Inferno, winning map 1 of Lotus 16-14. A bloodbath of a fight there, and map number 2 is underway for them. As it seems like we are still going to be in a tech pause, so we are going to throw it to a little bit of a break, but we will be coming right back as soon as the game is underway. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Mission 125 and I move with the friction. Black lights don't work mad like I'm dancing with tension. Tension with the friction. Friction. 125 and I move with the
All right, and we are back from a little tech pause. The teams are now about to be ready to go, as we're going to go into this match here again. As we do have another news real quick, the other matches that happened today, Recruit, just won map number 1, as well as FV Prospect handling business, taking down WS in a 2-0 fashion to move on to the semifinals. But now we're going into the round. Enough news about around the league. Here it is KC versus FF. The number 2 seed versus the number 10 seed, the biggest disparity so far. And right now, it's gonna be this KC again, slowing down the round. They've been playing these rounds methodically and slow. Kind of a far stretch, you would think, from the side of KC. Yeah, Retro has a judge in his hands as well, despite having 3,800 credits. But you're playing the Neon. You can go zoom with that judge here, Emily.
I know. I just hadn't seen him do it yet. I'm excited. I noticed it.
Yeah, now right into elbow, but there's Thorns to deny them from taking any more space. Spike using the relay bolt.
Good stun.
Trying to find anything, but still guard is going to be used here at the same time to force them all the way back. Just a little bit of a cubby to play if they want to flood back onto the side. The Drillex trying to use the Odin as his advantage, but Phobix is going to be there to deny that Odin value that he got in the last round. Remember correctly, the Drillex won the 1v2, but now trying to find a spam, trying to find any kind of kills. The 100 Fury is going to be used at the same time for Michael Sark. Trying to see if he can find any kind of tag, any kind of damage on the one. Retro is going to get tagged up to a decent amount of damage. Done 80 on him, but look at this flank from side Dadfat, but he is thrown off by the shield wall, but Solan is going to turn around immediately, but Dadfat instantaneous on the line. And now trying to run forward, but these players are not turning around. Dadfat is already on them. Down to a 2v2. Michael Sark trying to do all he can do. Retro with the judge. Dadfat down so deathly low, and Nate's on the line already. It almost got scary. It almost got disastrous for KC, but they weathered the storm.
Ingat ka. Don't get stabbed. Bad way to go.
I mean, really well played there. I was getting kind of nervous with the plant spot and the ult, but it didn't seem to. It was just second too late to stop them from planting, and then that flank almost had enough value, except he got taken out so low, and I was scared that even though it's Judge's long range, like when you're that low, it does not matter. Those bullets go right to your face.
Yeah, and they hurt. They do definitely hurt a lot. Now we're going back into this round. It's going to be seems like a fast mid hit. Now they're going to back away right back into A main. They realize that this is the weaker side again. They've had 3 players towards B. Now they want to abuse the fact that they only have 2 players on A. Throwing it back to him, using at the same time. Richardson's going to try to go, but Drillex to stop it, but the Odin is making it sing again on the Phobic. Spike climb over an elbow, trying to take advantage of it. He's going to try to use his Phantom. No bullets off the mag. Nate doing a lot of damage to him, and has to back away. But still, the damage is done from the side of Drillex with that Odin. As KC has to limp away. It's a 5v3 now in favor of FF this time. As Soul trying to see if he can find a lurk, trying to see if he can find any kind of main advantage picks here, as he's going to walk straight into mid. Dadfat and walk. They are ready for it here, but Soul again, confidence as ever, trying to see if he can make a hero play. FF, they're smart in their endeavors. They know what's at stake. They want to move on to the semifinals. And right now, Spike playing with a little bit of fire down to 13 HP.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
tempting fate there with how low he is. The one-way back again from the side of Walk. Drillex, who's been anchoring this site the entire time. As Soul does get that orb, but the paint shell is coming in. It's going to get a lot of damage on the Soul lane. Take him down to 52 HP. Drillex looking to hold the line with the Odin, but they want to play the retake play. The number of advantages. Daffy finds the kill on the Soul lane. And Walk as well, finding the kill on the Nate. Soul is going to take down Drillex. Spike waiting to swing, waiting to hold this high-low. He will take the swing out and will find the kill on 13 HP with the high-low. And FF, 1 round away from potentially tying this scoreline back up.
Before the switch.
I mean, this is a great comeback on their part. Evening out the half definitely makes this next part easier for them. They also have the double duelist comp, so I'm excited to see their push. Dadfat and Spike are very aggressive together. It's gonna be interesting this round too, because we do see Spike has his ult online, Nate has his ult online, and Retro's 1 away from it. I don't doubt that he'll be able to either get the pick or get the orb to make that happen, and maybe pick up the momentum in their push. They've been slow the past few rounds.
Yeah, but this is going to be a fast at B push again. The Dark now going to scam. Michael Stark wants to take the fight. Does get the kill on the Soul and Phobic. He's going to find that trade. Dafat's going to be under a lot of pressure. Richardson finding instantaneous kill again. Now the overdrive is online, ready to go. Walk. Trying to find something. Now that a counter overdrive from the side of Spike wants to float onto the side to try to see if he can do some kind of damage with it. Nate trying to play with fire. Walk is going to swing off of the contact. Walk doing numbers again. Finding 2 quick kills to the 3v2 situation. As Retro's in, sitting in default. Not sure if they're aware of this possibility. They are now, but Spike holding the line against his counterpart. And now it's a 3v1. It's Soul Lane versus the world. Drillex, Spike, and Walk want this to be a 6-6 scoreline. He finds the first, but that Odin is just too strong as they do make the comeback in the half, and they tie the scoreline at 6-6.
I mean, what a great half to watch. It was kind of the first half started very KC dominant and then ended up very FF dominant. They kind of flipped sides, so to speak. And if you're a diehard FF fan, you know we like flipping a lot.
Flipping the map. Yeah.
Flipping the map.
And in other news, real quick, while we have some down period here in the half, another news over on Apprentice. Unfortunately, FV will not be completing this sweep here today. 808 did take down FV just a car in a 2-0 fashion. They will be moving on to the semifinals to face against Gur. But now we are here today here with between these two teams, a new half, a new start. It's going to be this pistol round. It's going to be the Paranoia coming in here. The counter Paranoia, though, to stall them out. They're going to back away, though, but they still want to keep going. The one-way coming in, but there's 4 players from the side of KC ready and waiting. Soul with his bandit. They're trying to see if he can find a kill, trying to see if he can find any kind of value. Now they're going to wait. The shock dart coming in to force them back just a little bit as the smoke comes in, but it's going to be under Soul and a lot of pressure. Not enough. Retro is going to find that relay ball, finding the stun. Absolutely leavophobic. Trying to see if he can get a kill. Nate's going to find a kill in Drillix, now trying to run into the site. But there is just too many bodies. There is too many players here on the A side. And KC find their second pistol round of the game.
Charge and
I mean, they
shoot.
concentrated
Easy
there.
enough.
KC concentrated 4 players on the A side. They just kind of left Selene over by themselves to hold the B site and banked on them pushing A, and they were right with that. And a lot of counter util there. The Paranoia is going out. The one-way coming in. Just a kind of a quick slam saying, nope, you're not getting onto site.
Yeah, indeed.
But-
And now, once again, down in the pistol round, going into an anti-eco round. Look to go straight into Market, but Retro is aware of that. He denies it instantaneously, not allowing Spike to even get even remotely close to a Senti. It's now just like that. Retro's in the city, get 20 frags here in the map so far. They hear the shear wall, they hear the thorns as well. Drillix is going to trip it. But now here comes the bulk of KC. They are ready and rumbling over back towards the B side. But FF aren't going to go towards B side. They know that KC likes to over rotate, and they're going to look to go back towards the map. But you see, look who's on the line already. It's Soul, who does only have a stinger from that range. Not really a good enough gun to be in that range, but
I like the long range stinger. I think it has value.
Of course you do.
In my range, it does.
Yeah, indeed. But now they're going to go towards top mids. The Paranoia coming in now. Nate is going to find a kill on the Drillix. This flash. Stalling him out. The Paranoia as well. Just so damn good. Now having to force it back. Phobic finding 2 kills.
30 seconds
Taking
left.
away the orbs from the side of Soul. And now Michael Sark trying to run somewhere, trying to find an opening, see if he can get this bomb down. As he is going to run towards B, which is somewhat under-defended. But as I say that, Retro, who is so quick to be in the right position, trying to run
10
out.
seconds
But
left.
Nate is going to be on the line. He's going to be right there, ready to go. But now they're going to try to get the bomb down. A little bit of right clicks, a little bit of damage trying to be done. But Solane on the backstab. Not enough. A flawless round in the favor of KC.
Point out that both times KC has been on their buy round. Retro has opted to just stick with a pistol or ghost, and he's got so much value out of that. And then he's able to get the Vandal and have that rifle ready to go with the rest of his team because his team inevitably wins that round. And then their eco is their conversion round is a lot stronger basically because of him. And I like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, especially with these SMGs in the hands as well. The Paranoia coming in, though. The flash at the same time. The hot hands. That wants to keep going. He's going to be right in the face of Soul. Taking him out of the round and opening up with the side of FF. And now they're realizing their mistake over on pistol round. They don't want to bully their way into the A side, fearing a potential stack. As Solane, who has been the anchor, who has been the man who stays on the side until the bomb goes down, looks like he's going to be tested again. As Drillix, who is on this lurk, looking to see if he can find any kind of timing, any kind of an advantage in these situations. He's ready to go, ready to activate Phobic. Oh, he's going to have the smoke in his hands, and there's that Drillix kill on to Phobic. He does have the A side all to himself if they want to go back. If they do want to trip the sheet wall, and Dafat does trip it, but he's stuck. But does not matter. He says, I'm not stuck with you. You're stuck with me. Finding the kill on the Retro, and he's going to take the swing on the Soul lane. It does not matter if he's stuck.
I mean, that was a great play and a great lurk by Drillix getting 2 there. catching them both a little bit off guard. And that was they lost the bonus round conversion KC did, but now they can buy up. The only one who's a little bit is gonna opt with the Outlaw is Retro. We haven't seen an Outlaw this game yet either, so I'm excited for that. But also DadFat has his ultimate online and ready to go. They are 5-stacking up towards A now.
Yeah, it's gonna be that paranoia again from the side of Phobic, holding it out. The hot hands being used now. The dart coming in. That's Phobic thinking about using that paranoia there, but it would have been a waste as nobody's gonna be able to capitalize on it. As there is Soul again using the curveball, now using the flame wall. The arc rose, so much utility already. The paint shell's now trying to stall the back. Retro, who only has that outlaw in his hands. His walk. Trying to find a spam, trying to see if you can find any chip damage, anybody who's not there. Aldrone clearing away here towards the A side. There's still only 2 players here on the A side, but now you're looking at Nate looking to walk forward into mid. But DadFat, ever in his endeavors, with the mind that he has on the duelist role, taking a lot of damage though, has to back away, just 29 HP. But look at these 2 players in elbow. But Soul is so aware of it. Taking out Juliax, denying his lurk efforts again. This is going to be that drone coming in towards mid. It's going to be down to walk here in the A main position to have to back away. Now DadFat, despite being 1 HP, he wants to go and trip the shield wall and hopefully not get stuck in front of it. Just have the showstopper here in his hands.
30 seconds left.
Soul Lane with 30 seconds left to go. Now he's going to be able to trip it this time. Gonna activate the Thorns, not going to catch any kind of damage just yet, but now with just 20 seconds left to go, the showstopper's going to come in here on the side of DadFat. Gonna throw right into the smoke to try to stall them out into that smoke, but there's gonna be 5 players left with 14 seconds left to go. They have to stall out now. Soul finding his second frag of the round. Seeing if they can do any kind of efforts. Walk's gonna find a kill. But this is gonna be a flood. This is gonna be an onslaught here in the front side. The shock dart doing a immense amount of damage. Trying to find anything they can do. Nate and Retro are falling at a low. Michael Stark trying to do magic. Cannot do it again. Cannot roll the nat 20 this time against KC. They storm their way through and they find their retake on the first full buy.
I mean, that was a great retake right there. They kind of waited for the rest of the team to group up. The call, Soul probably backing up, calling the team over when we heard all the noise in B main, and then flooding the site with Retro. And Nate's shock darts going into the default plant spot to take all that damage off of them. Honestly, just like a great retake.
Yeah, and now you're going into the round again, but I mean the damage was done onto KC. 2 players are not going to have rifles, and we have a Guardian and a Sheriff in the hands of Soul Lane and Nate. Once again, they might want to change up the pace from FF. They might want to go fast straight into the A sides. The paranoia is going to be used here, as well as the dart into elbow. Now DadFat looking to see if he can take a fight onto an unsuspecting Retrocent, but no. DadFat deciding to give up the line, give up the position, but the flash is a little bit off. Spike's going to take down Soul, and now it's onto Phobic on the side under an immense amount of pressure. Nowhere to go, but he does find his one for his troubles. As Nate trying to see if he can make a hero play happen, but Spike says not today. Throws the cape in the garbage as Retrocent, who's been so dominant so far in the first map, trying to make a hero play happen. Just so many targets, so many bullets raining down from above. As DadFat's gonna take the swing, and he will take down Retrocent at the same time. They find their 8th round. They're continuing the fight.
This map is going neck and neck. I mean, so close. But a lot of back and forth trading going on between the teams, I feel like. But now, I mean, KC we already talked about it. They were out on rough buy that last time, and it looks like they're going to be on a rough buy again. They don't have really money for too many guns. But FF is going to call their 2nd timeout of the game. Things are going well for them. So, I mean, they're reevaluating just some things to change, or a pep talk or something, but...
or a P-break. One of the two.
Or a P-break. Listen. You gotta hold it when you're playing in playoffs, okay? You can't just, like, walk away.
You gotta be stoic. you gotta push through and fuel that as energy for yourself. But yeah, right now, FF, I mean, they're on the attack hop. This is where they realistically could be favored with this Neon Rays comp. But they're also one of the things that kind of I'm noticing is the fact that they start off slow, and then when they don't get that initial contact that they're expecting from KC, that's when they kind of throw themselves into a limbo. They really need to be more decisive like they were in that last round.
Yeah. I noticed that too, where they just they put a lot of pressure and then they stopped, so they wasted all this util. when they're not expecting getting the response that they want from KC. Which is for them to push out, and so they can get those picks. But I think my favorite rounds I've seen FF do is when they have somebody on the lurk or somebody in mid to kind of help the team get that info. That does help them a lot, I feel like, in their decision making.
Yeah, but now they know they're on a low buy, they're on an eco buy, so they want to slam right into the A side. That's Soul using the hot hands and the flame wall at the same time to try to stall them out in elbow. Here it comes, waiting. His Soul is going to use this smoke to try to get into it, try to get any kind of advantage. But still, you have Dadfad, you have Walk ready and waiting for any potential flash play. Soul really wants to swing out of the smoke. He is going to throw the flash, but he's not going to swing out of it. It's once again FF trying to work the map, trying not to fall for any kind of bait situations, but they go into a stack side here, Emily.
Yeah, I mean, this is just such a slow play. Plus, Sark being over here on B, droning and everything, is kind of keeping the team from rotating. They have stingers though, so I feel like they should just push in.
Yeah, they do, but Phobic and Soul are finding one apiece.
Ooh.
As the Hunter's Fury used, so the side of Nate is going to take down Spike, but Walk with a TP. He's going to find a kill, but this is a disastrous start here for the side so far. Now that's Recon Dart. It's left Walk in an unwinnable position. Now it's down to Michael Stark in a 1v3. A disaster of a round from the side of Case, or from the side of FF. A thrifty round.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're early on with the smokes, the close smokes, where Soul was in there. That was just so advantageous for him to have the Singer. And I wish they would have pushed through just a little bit sooner to take that space because they were on that low buy. But I think they were just nervous about having any mess up, anybody getting a gun. Would have been detrimental considering how talented these players are. But what they have 3 ults online now for the side of FF. They have the ability to play that post plant with Sark.
Yeah,
he's definitely the choice for that.
Yeah, but now they're realizing that B side has been kind of under defended for a while now. Just that sheer wall. Again, Dadfad's gonna get stuck on, but there's nothing that's gonna be there to punish him in that position. Now he goes straight into the backside, but the Thorns are going to shred up Spike as Retrozen holding the line, trying to see if he can find a cheeky kill. Not able to do anything this time. Spike Prime in the backside, but Retrozen with the Vandal. I'm spamming a little bit. Roomba not going to find anything just yet. The Owl Drone, though, got to scan onto at least a couple players. Now the running back going to come in. Gonna miss a lot of pressure. Silgar's going to use at the same time. Dadfad Drillix that one apiece, taking down the running back. Solane finding the kill on the Spike at the same time. But now it's going to be Dadfad. A little bit whiffy at first, though. Phobic again finding another one. Now on to Walk into this backside position. Has all to do if he can find it, but no, not enough. Phobic. Michael Drillix, excuse me, was the last alive. Cannot do it. And this KC retake has been so potent for FF. Not much they could do.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great retake from KC. The dart in the back, I was worried for a second it was going to take Retro and get him caught up in that line, but he managed to back off and wait for the rest of his team. And then using Phobic using his ult to go behind and flank and get Sark out of the position to hold with his ult. Definitely was a good move there. But now FF is going to be on a save/lighter buy round, as it looks like we're just sporting Sheriffs and Stingers. But, I mean, KC's economy is not crushed whatsoever at this point.
Not at all. It's actually flourishing. There's only one player, though, who has light armor and Phobic.
And somebody could have bought him.
Yeah, very well could have bought him. But now they're going to go right into mid for the first time in this half so far, except when they're on an eco buy. But the paranoia from Solane, now he's going to be under immense amount of pressure. Spike, Michael Sark's going to find the kill. There's a gun upgrade though. Retro setting in Boba is going to find a kill onto Walk. And now look to back away and hope that can hold the top mid position for any kind of lurks. The Spike Prime, who is the one with the hero rifle, was able to pick it up off the body of Solane, seeing if he can find a cheeky kill for the drone. It's not going to allow him to do anything. The relay bolt, trying to see if he can find anything, but Nate is there on the line, holding strong, and now that rifle's unrecoverable, and Dadfad falls to Soul. A disastrous so far in their endeavors. Just down the Drillix here in the backside. He's going to find the first with that Sheriff. Trying to see if he can do anything. There's nobody else in the backside, so he's going to be able to hold down for as long as he could. Using the flash. Michael Sark. Trying to see if he can find anything happens. He can find the first, but Soul is there on the line. Trying to see if he can do anything in his position. Nate with that Stinger. They have to stall it all, but it's going to be Michael Sark. Had to pull the classic out, but he allowed him to get half. And he
was
could
so
not settle the
close.
shots!
So close there. 0.77 on the clock.
Match point.
Honestly, it was so hard seeing Spike lose that angle. He had the aggressive angle with the gun, and it was just unrecoverable for Drillix. But good shots and still really close. Being down without any money, just getting that money. But now FF going into this, trying to keep them away from match point. They have 4 ultimates online. They have full rifles, full armor. And it looks like they're gearing up for an A push again.
Yeah, the overdrive and the showstopper used here from the side. That and Spike trying to go right into the side. Hunter Fear is going to use it at the same time, using an immense amount of ults. They needed it. They used 3 ults to try to confirm the side, and now it's going to be Nate to find a kill on the Drillix on the other side. Richardson with his operator in his hands. Spike trying to see if he can get a kill. He does. Refreshes the overdrive, and Retro's in. Rolling the line with an operator. Is going to find a kill on the Natbat. But still, Spike Prime wants to try to see if he go opening up into the side, but not necessary.
The lane
endeavors.
back.
Roland has it. The steel guard is going to be used now. Michael Stark's going to get completely caught out. No gun in his hands. Retro wants to keep going forward. Wants to try to close it out. But Michael Stark with a crazy shock dart from downtown. Takes down Solane as Walk has his back. And FF find their round again.
He said, no match point yet. Honestly, a lot of force went into that push, though. Dadbat and Spike using their ultimates, and Sark using the ult in the beginning. That was 3 ults to take that. But Stark is bringing an operator online and attack up as well. Going into this, I don't think that was Retros. I think he just bought that.
No, that was Retros. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, was it Retros?
Yes, it was. I'm pretty sure he bought a Randall for someone else as well. As Soul using one of his flash, using a second one of his flash. This Dadbat is having a slow start to this map and what he's capable of. Too much util, too much stall. They have to back away. And Trillix on the other side, though, gets a lurk in top mid. On to Nate. Opening up the round. He's been doing so well so far. Now breaking the market door. We're going to go into market and go into a B split. Now Solane with the Guardian in his hands, trying to see if he can hold the line, hold the onslaught of FF. Now the She-Wall's coming in. The Arc Roads, the Thorns, forcing them back. Are they going to clear out Solane here in the backside? Spike is going to go forward and slide across and slide right into his face. We'll take him out of the round as a 5v3, but we've seen what kind of damage they can do. As Retro's in. Trying to see if he can do anything. Phobic. Finding the first answer. On to Dadfat. KC. 4v3, but Drilliax now holding an off angle on the Soul, taking him out of the round. It's going to be a 4v2 now. Phobic and Retro's in. It's going to be Phobic to take the swing on the Drilliax to take him out of the rounds. Now it's going to be a 3v2, but yeah, the call is being made. The economy is just not in their favor. They just have to save here, Emily.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be able to buy guns for at least 2 people this next round. They're going to need the rifles, especially with that operator online. There's a lot of distance that we can take in mid. Great play though from FF. Great swap and like redirection. Drillix lurk was honestly so crucial to that round, getting that pick in mid and calling for that rotate and split because we were going towards A for a bit there. Let's see. Phobic and Soul both have their ultimates online. Nate is not far behind. And then Drilliax also has his ult online for the side of FF, so honestly would be great for either holding site there at the end or taking site right off the bat, but it looks like they're going to do a mid push.
Indeed, indeed. Now we're going into the round here, going into mid. As FF trying to stay confused. They're going to break that door, but Spike doesn't matter. He was barely under the door, and he found the kill onto Retrosin. That's one of the rifles out of the round, but here's the thing. If they lose this round, they're going to be on scraps. Going into the last round of regulation, Nate holding the smoke. Datfat walks straight into it, right into the winning arms of Nate. Running back though, but Trillius can't find the shots. Disastrous in their approach. Spike trying to make a hero play, trying to see if he can stall them out. And it's Michael Sork and Spike Prime. Now it's all on the Spike, and he can't do it. Pit none of the shots. The crouch spray at the end. Phobic take home. Map point 13-10.
I mean, a great finishing, a few kills there by Phobic too to clutch up the round and bring the match point for his team. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. Right off the bat, I mean, just a big applause to Retro. Going
I will have to
25 and
cut you off
12.
real quick because we have an upset alert. Upset
What?
alert. Chaw Mythic take down FV. The number
Oh
2 seed
no!
falls to Chaw. And that means Chaw moves on. That means for Mythic, there is no number 1 or number 2 seed who won this season. They're both out. And KC trying not to allow the same fate. Now with that, map 1, FS pick goes in favor of KC's. Now they go into Haven. But with that being said, we will be taking a quick 5-minute intermission. So if you guys want to go grab your popcorn, go grab some of the drink, or use the restroom, or even check out the other maps going on right now, do so. But be back here in just 5 minutes time for map number 2.
Can't stop this mission. 125 and I move with the friction. Black lights don't work mad like I'm dancing with tension. Tension, 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 with the friction. Friction, 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 friction. 125 and I move with the friction. Mission. 125 and I move with the friction. Black lights don't work mad like I'm dancing with tension. Tension. 125 and I move with the friction. 125 and I move with the friction. Dimension 125 and I move with the friction. Hey.
chasing shadows, fighting battles. I've been on my own for a while, let them say I'm doing better. I've been broken, but now I'm going. I've been on the road of I made it through. It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. This is my kingdom, and you can take my freedom. It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. This is my kingdom, and you can take my freedom.
Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love, but we don't have to do it if you don't want. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?
It's been an action-packed match so far here today between KC and FF, and as you can see on the screen, apply for admin. Obviously, one of the things we wanted to shout out real quick is admin applications. If you guys follow the rules and you guys are goody two shoes, excuse me, and would like to apply for admin, the applications are over in the league channel of the VDC server. As long as you meet the requirements, you guys are able to apply. There's already been 3 applicants out of the potentially 4 that are going to be added here today, as well as one of them who is here on the desk with me, Emily.
I hope I win this time.
I hope I win this time. It's
In all
crazy.
seriousness, I think that you don't necessarily have to be a goody two shoes, but you just gotta be someone who really wants to improve the league, help the league operate. Oh, see, Nuclear put it on burn for admin. Help the you want to help the league, want to have the league improve, and obviously don't have any major tier 2, tier 3 infractions from the mod team. If you don't trust me, you'll know if you have one. Nuke for admin, guys. We should bully Nuke into running for admin for season 10.
First we bullied him into
season 11.
running media. Now we're trying to bully him into running admin.
But in all
Let's not get
seriousness,
the break.
also, I mean, admin elections are open, but also, applicants are open, but also moderator applications are open. So if you hate me and what my team does, come join us, and we can change things for the better.
Indeed, indeed. I will give the shout outs to those 2 teams. Obviously, the moderators they do help keep the chats clean and safe for every applicants here in VDC and everybody and all the players and stuff like that. So without the moderator team, they do get a lot of slack for a lot of things they do. But at the same time, I used to be a forum mod. I know how difficult it can be. And without them, it'll be very, very tough to have a safe space, as well as the admins. They do a lot behind the scenes. It may not seem like they are active in the chats, but they do as much as they can behind the scenes of what they can do. So with that right there, you guys, one more time, if you want to run for admin, the applications are in the league channel of the VDC server. So go ahead if you want to fill it out, be my guest, and hopefully we'll see you as a potential admin later down the road. But with that being said, that is enough of the plugs. We are here for map number 2. Between these 2 teams, KC and FF. KC take map number 1 of Sunset, 13-10. And now, hashtag map number 2 for admin. All right. Haven, is there a Haven out there? Haven want to run for admin? Anyway, that is the map number 2 of Haven. As these 2 teams, one team, it's do or die, while the other one, they're 1 map away from punching their ticket into the semifinals against Inferno. And now, with that being said, the R's are in chats. We will be getting into Agent Select here in just a few moments. And other words, as well as the Inferno KC Apprentice game is in overtime right now. So we'll see, maybe once they get into the action for this one, we'll see the final score of that game. But Emily, Haven, it seems like FF always seems to end on Haven.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested because it wasn't this Casey's pick was Haven, and aren't they pretty dominant on it?
Yes, this is KC's pick of Haven.
So I really am interested to see. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm hoping I don't see a swoop here, having practice this map and being one of their better maps, one that they chose. But again, it was a really close game. The last game on Sunset, 10-13, with KC winning. So I can see this going either way. And I obviously have DadFat and Spike here running an iconic double duelist. Sark back on the Sova, Drillix on the Lurking Senti, and Walk in the classic Omen. But I am interested to see. We still have Retro and Soul also playing that dynamic duo, almost playing mirror comps to each other aside from the Senti difference.
Yeah.
I don't. It's a big debate for Haven.
I have to cut you off. I have to cut because I have the stats. I have the score.
You have the score?
KC 2-0 Inferno. In
Dang.
Apprentice, VK and company. Bring me with the Hemi. Other players as well that I don't have the name of. Let me look it up real quick right now. Squad, Yang, Brimmy, VK, Gojira, all moving on. The team that wasn't in playoffs beforehand due to some unforeseen circumstances from another team, they slid their way back into playoffs, and now they're here in the semifinals, taking down one of the favorites to win it all, Inferno. Congratulations to KC Apprentice for moving on. But now we can lock back in as I got the news out of the way. I love doing that all the time over here. KC having a 2-0 Bristol Lounge lead against FF. And on Haven, both teams have played a decent amount. KC is 3-1 on Haven. FF 3-2 on Haven.
KC Apprentice for admin. Seriously, Nuclear. Wasn't VK already a former admin? He said he's not coming back to that. He's owner now. KC Apprentice is owner. But anyway, yeah, like both teams I think have the potential to be really dominant on this map. I know both are well versed. Back in the ye good old days of Season 8, Spike and I did really well on Haven together.
Yeah, it was one of your best maps. I mean, you guys were steamrolling teams left and right until the fated incident happened with, Season 8 Grand Finals. But we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to bring up old wounds.
Yeah.
As now we're going into this default for the side of FF. Here on the pistol round, Haven being attack-sided. The defense on the side of KC have to be very proactive. They have to be very mobile on their approach on defense. You're already seeing that with Retro and Soul kind of going back and forth from B and A, and now from the side of FF, they want to go back towards A, but KC is fully reading into this. 3 players from KC fully waiting for this potential hit. As now they're ready to go. They're ready to go into this A side. Smoke coming in. Hey, let me get a little bit of a cheeky jiggling. Trying to find a little bit of damage on the walk. Now the dart. Now it's going to go in. It's going to be the go button for the side of Spike. Trying to find him. Focus going to find him. Walk's going to find an instantaneous trade. DadFat. He's gained up a little bit, but there's still 2 players here in the CT position. That's going to be that curveball onto DadFat, but Walk's going to have his back. Walk still holding strong. Holding his teammates back. Finding the trade. But there's 1 player in Hell and player in CT. It's a 3v2, but Walk again. Trying to find the ace if he can. And he will find it.
Walk.
After first map having a slow start to it. Starts off differently with the ace here today.
I mean, that's the momentum. That's the spirit, the indomitable human spirit of Walk right there. He said, we lost last time, but I'm going to go to this one and I'm going to show up and be there. And that's exactly what he did. Really great, really well played there. Holding his teammates back because he really swung off of DadFat right there when they were in Hell, and he was getting attacked. I love to see that.
Indeed, now.
Another fast attack.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first press round they were able to win off the back of Walk. Gonna get a little bit of a scan though. Onto 3 players with that dart. That's DadFat again. Is gonna try to get that orb, but Spike Prime opens up that site with a kill on Nate. But there's still 2 players for the side. Now 3 players here. They go in. Soul on the backside with this classic in his hands. Too much to deal with. Too much to try to stop. The Side Spell's coming with Spike Prime going to take down Phobic, and now DadFat with the instantaneous trade onto Richardson. Taking a swing out the Soul lane, finding the kill, and now DadFat 1 away from the dreaded run it back with the Phoenix ult.
MVP is mine.
I mean, this FF feels like in a completely different FF than we just saw. I mean, going in fast and confident and ready to go. I mean, I say Haven is definitely still more of an attack-sided map too. So they have that going for them, starting here on attack in the first half. They're trying to change that momentum compared to last map.
Yeah, indeed. Now, the bonus round for the side of FF. They did not lose any guns in that last round, but now they do have that running back online as soon as they get the ult orb, and they do get the ult orb. Now the running back's going to be online. So looking like it's potentially going to be a C-split here for the side of FF. Soul using the hot hands trying to stall them out. Now they get past it, though. It's going to be this Michael Stark with the Spawn in his hands, the Spectre in his hands. The running gun actually not strong enough. Datfat's going to find the first. Not elected to use the running back because he has Spike. Trying to find the Soul Lane, doing wonders here in the backside. Now the Paranoia coming in, trying to get the flood going. Running back now going to be used from the side of Datfat, trying to do wonders, trying to help if he could do, but Spike Prime has to watch his body, has to stay alive, trying to stall out for his teammate to allow him to get back in this position, but Retro's in the box. He's gonna find a kill, and the timing not in favor of Datfat. Retrosin says, not today. I'm still here, and I'm still ready to take you down.
I mean, I gotta say a big shout out for Selene right there, holding back site so prominently and strong, getting 3 picks off of the push, while the rest of the team rotated over. I mean, just great work from Selene. But already, I mean, it looks like FF, although not full shield, is still gonna have all the rifles going into this. And KC's gonna kind of bonus with what they've got from the last one.
Yeah, indeed. Now the dart once again coming here, trying to skin into lobby. He's going to get broken up by one of the players of FF. But again, they want to go towards A, but it's going to be Nate to look to run away.
Julius has a Odin in mid with the lurk.
Yeah, again, that alarm bot is going to look to stall them out as much as possible. He's getting retros in, trying to take the peek onto one, but Datfat's going to be down so super low. There's going to be 4 players here, as now Datfat is going to opt to heal, and then... Yeah, the call is made to back away. There's 4 players from the side of KC. But Julius with this dreaded Odin, we saw the damage. The damage he did in that last map with this very weaponry. But the call is being made to rotate back over to C. Drillix, phobic with a sheriff in his hands, is getting a little antsy. Is Drillix going to hold his nerve and hold it strong, or is he going to lose his patience? As phobic's going to TP across, but Drillix just barely missing the shots. Now it's going to be Michael Stark to find an opening on the Retrosin again here now. It's going to be 5v4. Flash coming against Spike, finding the kill on the Soul. Finding the crosshair placement. Drillix trying to find a kill without it, but Phobic's going to deny it. Now that's going to be a weapon upgrade potentially. That's Phobic, the one who closed out the map last time, the one you want to get Spike. Trying to see if he can find a weapon upgrade with Soul Lane. You cannot let him get it going again. You cannot throw this away, but it's Walk again. Holding strong and walking them down as the shock dart lands point blank. Phobic falls and Walk saves FF again.
Stay on their trail.
I mean, another great play by Walk. That's a put out. This is like a second or third time I've seen Shark shot darts. Oh my god, hit on point, like every single time. Just great dart geometry. Is that what I call it? Dart geometry.
Shark dart geometry, something like that.
But it looks like KC still has a lot of guns in their hands, and Nate is bringing out that Odin this time compared to Drillix, who is now rocking the Guardian.
Yeah, and now the Lurk Smoke coming in a little bit, trying to get some damage with that Stinger.
Get out of my way.
With Soul Lane, who's been
There's those knives.
Yeah, the Blaze Storms in the hands of Spike. Gonna look to go back towards A as they are. I mean, just look at how proactive Casey's trying to get on the defensive side. They're not pushing out proactively, but oh, Nate, who does have the Odin, a counter Odin in the hands, right into his hands, taking out Drillix. They're gonna go forward with Phobic, trying to take the timing into the short smoke, but Michael Stark and Phobic are not hitting any shots at all. Spike trying to find a kill with this Blaze Storm. We'll find it on to Nate. There's Retrosin. Let's see if he can find anything happen, but Datfat is there, trying to break the lockdown. Will not happen this time. I mean, these players have to back away. Retrosin trying to start it off, trying to get close, trying to see if he can get it to half, but no. Michael Stark is going to use Hunter's Fury this time to stop them out. Walk. Holding it down, holding it strong, and will stop them. And Spike whipping the Blaze Storm this time. It's okay, we didn't see it. And Walk closes out the round again. A flying start for Walk at 10-1.
I mean, what a great round. I mean, I'm really liking seeing this version of FF coming in, really being confident, walk dominating. It's a great contrast to what I saw last time from Retro. So we're seeing two players just really shine in this series today, and I love to see that. KC's going to be on a low buy this time with just some sheriffs to their name, while FF does have full rifles and armor.
Yeah, it's gonna be just mid walk again. The Omni special, just walk down mid. But Spike is sitting in the smoke. He is ready for it. He says, "I played with him before, and I know his tactics," and he denies it this time. That Fat finds the kill onto Nate, and that's gonna be the A side opened up. They're gonna get the orb again, try to get the one away from the run it back. These two players, Solane and Retrozen, waiting, trying to see if they can find a lurk kill, but the strip wire is gonna deny them any kind of information, any kind of space. And they're just waiting to try to break it. There's no waiting for something here, but Retro's gonna jump over it, and that's just gonna leave Solane just completely isolated, nowhere to go. But this is basically, barring a miracle from the side of Retrozen and Solane, FF, I mean, you already seen it. The FL Classic, the special, flipping the map, taking control of their spawn. Michael Sark, making the first contact, is going to fall off a walk in safe hands again. Already there, already waiting for him, and Dapet's on this flank. Ready to just completely hold him down, and the fake TP from him. Retro says, "Not today, buddy. I know those tricks." Takes him out of the round. He's gonna die to Spike. But a good amount of damage done to the economy of FF.
I mean, KC now has the economy to buy. They've also got 4 ultimates online for their team. This could be the chance for them to kind of stop FF's momentum and kind of start taking more of the map for themselves. But over there, I mean, walk, dude, 11 and 2.
Yeah.
He's doing so great. It looks like Dad back here might be trying to get the orb as well for C Long and get to run it back to take the space of C.
Yeah, but Solane, who has been super impactful here on the side, but already an immense amount of damage done to him, forcing him back, and they're willing to give the back up now. Because they know Solane is calling red alert, calling for help. But FF, they know how to play Haven. They are working it extra gnarly as much as they can, keeping it simple. Running back towards A, they do have to run it back online. The only ultimate besides from the shadows. And it's going to be used here. The Paranoia now. Soul is going to be tasked with holding backside. The Paranoia is going to deny the run it back, but Drillix finding the trade. The Hunter's Fury coming in here. That's going to be Drillix getting the timing across the hot hands. But the Hunter's Fury is going to take down Walk. It's going to be Drillix. Trying to see if he can find the timing, and that's the one to find the kill, and the Retrozen is down to a 2v4. Two of these players on the side of FF are low, but Solane equally as low. Got the back away, being revealed up. This might already be a save call. That dart is going to Narnia. That's now it's going to be Nate and Solane, the Odin. And yeah, as you already seen, the body movement.
I mean, there's a lot of low HP here. Spike is low, Julius is low. I know it's a 2v4, but...
yeah, it's just not enough time. And FF is not swinging them. They're just playing their discipline, playing their lives. As I say that, though, you see Spike already getting curious. But there's nobody there to punish him yet.
There's one thing I know about Spike is that he's going to be adventurous.
A little adventurous, but it's okay. He has the economy to back it up this time, trying to do a little bit of damage done. But that, FF, starting to storm the kingdom. 6-1 now, and the first time out of the series coming out of KC here.
I mean, I don't blame them. There has been a lot of back and forth. Their team is just not able to hold site. They're kind of either forced to back off of site, or half of them die trying to hold with the force that FF is pushing through. So they got to kind of reevaluate their strategy here. It's kind of hard with, the Killjoy Sentinel, your utility can't go as far. You have to really play your cards right. And Solane has been doing a great job holding it down in the back of C, but there's less movement ability for that and less ability for Solane to hold with other people because we don't have the long range util.
Yep. And I will use this timeout real quick to say the other one, I'm pretty sure the last matchup today between Night Bloom and Chaos Theory, after a disastrous map 2 from Night Bloom, choking a 12-3, they were able to close it out in map 3. That means Night Bloom will move on to the semifinals to face off against Gur. And now the last expert match here today between these two teams will determine who will move on to face Inferno in the semifinals.
I mean, this season's been it's been shaking up the norms. Top seeds are going down, lower seeds are moving up. And I think it's just pretty good. It's making season 10 unforgettable and a great celebratory
Get out of my way.
10 season reminder.
Indeed, indeed. For all the OGs who've been here since the beginning, seeing the culmination of this illustrious season number 10 for this league, and here FF already taking mid control. KC just don't really get proactive in their defensive holds, as now finally Soul is going to be the one to take that positioning and hold down the A short. And now they're able to stack the rest of the side. They have two players here on the side of C. Make that basically 3, because they do have a dart used by Michael Stark. I mean, that was kind of a questionable dart, but that's okay. Bringing out the question marks, and now the shock dart's coming in. Now it's going to be the entry onto the Seaside Spike. Ready to go with Soling, finding the entry again onto Juliet. Spike, again, can't do it much. Walk, cannot be the hero this time, and he falls. And Soul on the backstab with the Guardian in his hands. Going up against Michael Stark, trying to set up the shots that he can, but he cannot do it. Soul with the Guardian, the tap strafe. And it takes him down. And KC, after the timeout, win the next round.
Yeah, they turned it around there. They said, we're not going to let them take this from us that easy. And got really aggressive, which I'm liking to see. I mean, great flank there from Soul. Great back side holds once again from Solane. Really standing their ground. Love to see it. Now this looks like same thing. FF is going to try and run it back there. Typical A push with Drillix on the lure.
Yeah, now here comes Russian. It's going to take a sweep out the death. Michael Stark's the one who finds the kill, actually. And Spike wants to turn to the Soul, taking him out of the round. It's going to be a 4v3 now. Now they have no smokes, though, so they're going to have to be wary of these positionings from these KC defenders. But Dafa is going to use the flame wall to stall them out as he can. Now the North Death's going to be used at the same time. Soul Lane taking a little bit of chip damage onto Dadfat. Paranoid coming in. Oh, now they're going to have to force Dadfat out into the open. Soul Lane tries to help his teammate out, but falls. And now it's a 3v3 just like that, but Dadfat trying to hold the line strong. Soul Lane has been here so many times, trying to do it again. It's down to Michael Stark and Trilliax.
Oh.
These two players, though, that fall damage lays them down to a singular bullet. And Trilliax will take this one. Soul Lane needs to do it all. And Michael Stark, he may have whiffed in the last round, but he won't whiff again this time. FF, they confirm a winning half.
I mean, that 7 rounds on the board already. It's just a great lead to have in this map, but it's not something to be unexpected from Haven. I do think that KC can still bring it back. Just because this map is so attacker-sided, especially for those double duelist comps. But already KC does now have 3 ultimates on the board with Solane's ult on. Very excited to see how Solane holds down. Like they've been doing this entire map.
Yeah, Solane has been stoic defender, unwavering, unmoving. But now the recon dart is going to come in. He's blinded up. He can't see a thing this time. They don't allow Soul Lane to get any kind of value, any kind of damage done. But Flipping on the lurk here going towards mid. It's going to take down Juliax. He did have that Odin. He's going to pick up the weaponry. And now he's going to use that drone from Michael Stark. Continue seeing if there's anybody in this flank. And Phobic is going to be the one. The running back's going to be used here at the same time for Soul. Trying to see if he can close this out. Nate is going to find a kill onto Walk. But that recon dart is a lead. Taking out Dadfat. And Spike, right as that running back falls, it's down to Michael Stark in a 1v3. Needs to do it all. Needs to do it all. He has the Hunter's Fury, and he's going to use it to try to see if he can confirm this round after a 1v4. But no, he can't do it this time. Almost magic happened, but not enough. Soul, who opened the round, closes it out.
I gotta say, like, beautiful dart there from Nate to combo with Soul's ultimate, going back there and clearing sight. Like, just a great combination of util and teamwork together for that. Getting more value out of it because it really had no information going in there.
Placing alarm bot.
Getting other news real quick. FV recruits take down LG 2-0. So that means FV will close out with only 2 other teams today getting away with wins, but that's okay. FV still having a dominant performance in terms of their success rate for their franchise. And now going here back into this round, FF looking to try to see if they could do what their Mythic team did just last week to try to take down the Juggernauts. And now it's going to be the C side again. The run it back from the side of Datfat is going to clear out as much as he can, trying to see if he can get any kind of information. As now they're going to potentially try to get more proactive on their on this post-plant retake.
You should run.
The lockdown's going to be coming in here. There is no Hunter's Fury to stall it out. Datfat wants to get curious, wants to try to see if he can take a space, try to see if he can take a fight. But the whip from Phobic, but it's there. And instead of the shots, the lockdown. Now forcing them all the way back in long, but they do have those smokes. Trying to spam with the Blaze Storm, not enough. Retro sending Phobic, swing out the smoke. And there's plenty of time on the defuse. And once again, the C retakes from KC just absolutely unwavering in their affairs.
Last round.
A great play from KC. I mean, they heard that C rush really early. They didn't even have Solane in backside anymore. Solane had a Sheriff at the beginning of that round. So they were just entirely banking on Solane's lockdown to come in and save the day for them, allow them to flood the site and retake. And that's exactly what they did, because they know that they can take the fights as a team together and win those team fights. So and I think it was just a great call, a great play. And now we're seeing FF is on a little bit of a half buy here, and Retro has pulled out that hop.
Careful now.
Yeah, the last round of the half, they're by completely in the dumps. Spike. Richardson does have the operator in his hands, and Soul takes a swing on the spike, taking his head clean off the shoulders of the entry duelist. And now trying now, FF now have to pick the pieces of now losing their entry duelist. Datfat holding in mid, waiting and waiting as they're going to use the flash out into mid. It's going to be Julius to take a lot of space into the C side. Solane, who's sitting backside, is he going to be aware of this possibility? He is now, but Julius left ridiculously low, 7 HP to his name, and the only rifle besides a Guardian, a Bulldog, that can really do a lot of damage. With the spam and the Nano Swarms, Michael Sark caught out. Now it's down here in the 5v3, potentially from an 8-4 or a 7-5 half as Walk, who's been doing it all before, but the whip not able to do it much there. And Trilliac, 7 HP to Dream, and it's now time to wake up. Nothing to do, a 7-5 half off the back of Solane, and his stoic defensive holds on C side.
I said it before. I said, KC can totally bring this back and take away the lead, and they did. They kind of brought some of those maps away there, starting those rounds away, and now we're 5-7. It could easily go in either team's favor. But I'm really excited to see the attack side of Retro and Soul, the duo that we saw last map that were so prominent, come out here in the second half. I mean, I hope to see some changes in the defense also from FF.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, now the one thing that we have is the fact that you have a Cypher instead of a KJ. So a lot more anchoring, a lot more kind of free will to do what you want with the Cypher, because you can put trips, you can put the cam down to really give you those information. But he's looking here, it's going to be that mid take from the side of KC. One thing that FF did not do was take it towards B, and Soul opens up the round with the first kill onto Walk, the hero of the first pistol round, out of the round completely this time. But this fast flank coming in from FF. Waiting for the smoke to dissipate, but look at the proactivity from KC. Going straight into A-Link, nullifying the flank, nullifying any kind of space that FF has been gaining. The drone coming in, Drilliax, shift walking into the angle, trying to see if he can find a fight. Paranoia being used, and they have to try to run him down. They're trying to see if he can take him out of this positioning before the side of FF can retake. Retrosend and Soul finding one apiece. It's now Spike trying to see if he can do anything. Retrosend now super low, but now Spike, who needs to do an ace clutch, needs to make a miracle happen, and a miracle will not start today. As KC find their third pistol round, the second of this map.
Yeah, now that you pointed it out, they didn't try B at all. We didn't see FF take B, so to see that come out right off the bat from KC. It was kind of like a show of force of like, hey guys, we can do this. Well, honestly, great first pistol round. I kind of expected that they do perform really well in their pistol rounds. But I also have to say, don't hate me, the score is 6-7.
Ban Emily right now.
My box.
Anyway, as now, it's gonna be once again. I mean, yeah, I agree. KC, look at the buy. They have 2 pistols, a Guardian, and 2 Spectres. It's now, but they are gonna go towards C-side, so that is gonna be opened up. Soul Lane with the Sheriff in his hands. Timing is in his favor. He's gonna find a kill on the walk with Julius finding that trade. That is a Sheriff upgrade if they so choose. Weaponries
Spike planted.
slowly but surely trying to then creep into the C-side as there's 4 players of Spike. Looking to get into a flank, but he only has a classic in his hand, so the long-range fight, unless he can find a immense amount of damage done, might not be enough. As Richardson is going to find a kill with that ghost again. That ghost and that gun has been immensely valuable for him, as now Soul and Nate, they're finding the kills despite losing Soul Lane. It doesn't matter. They hold strong, they hold the C-side, they get a team ace, and they tie this scoreline back up.
I mean, those were some great shots coming out of the pistol, the bonus round there. Retro, sorry, the buy round there. Now Retro is gonna sport that Phantom like usual, like we see. He always saves, buys a pistol, saves, and gets the full rifle going into what would be normally their conversion round. FF does have full guns and mostly full shields online with Drillix, bringing out the Odin once more.
Yeah, and now with this bonus buy, they're trying to see if they're going to give him an inch so they can take a mile. And right now, they're looking towards that C-site once again. Potentially wanting to go into the side, but it is bolstered up. There is a tripwire here. Richardson now is aware of it. He is going to break it. Now he wants to go forward. The Odin making it sink. Datfat now trying to get into the backside, trying to take him down. But Spike and walk. Datfat holding strong. Phobic finding the kill, but Nate's going to find the kill on Datfat. But Phobic with that shot is going to make it sing. Getting a good in on spam. Phobic trying to make the wrap around, but Spike is already there, ready to go, ready to strike. Takes him out of the round. And they do make it kind of costly, but they were able to avoid the bonus conversion.
I mean, they were able to save the Odin for Drillix so he can continue to hold backside like he's been doing. That KC now, for the most part, is going to have full guns. But yeah, it was kind of expensive for FF. I think we lost quite a few players there, a few guns, so they still had the money to continue on. Drillix is just going to go on without any shields and sport full util.
Yeah, now going to this round again. I mean, this is a full buy technically, despite Drillix being on no armor. But now that Dart is going to get the scan on the Spike as well, so now they know he's on top box. He has to kind of drop down. He wants to take a fight. He wants to take a chance, and Richardson says, "Not today, buddy. My bullet, your face. Not a good matchup. It is for him." Now down to a 4v5. The run it back is going to be used to try to fake onto the A side, but it looks like they're not going to fall for it. Hawk is the one that shut it down, and yeah, look at that fast positioning. They're not falling for it at all. They are already towards the C side, ready to potentially withstand this hit from the side of KC.
Oh, and Solane getting the kill.
That's the tripwire of the round. Dip, Datfat. Gonna find the one, but it's gonna get insane straight from Phobic. Michael Sark. Gonna walk on Michael Sark, but look at Solane's position. He's gonna hear this reload. I want to take the timing, and no, he's gonna opt to wait. Take his time, pick his poison. Solane with that champion's aura glowing bright as he is waiting to strike. Michael Sark trying to see if he can find anything. Richardson. He's gonna fall, but now here comes Solane on the backstab. Michael Sark. Can he pull a miracle out of the hat? He finds the first, but Solane is there instantaneously on the trade, on the backstab. And they could bring it back. It's 8-8 now.
I mean, this is such a close game, and honestly has me on the edge of my seat. There's obviously a lot at stake here. If FF loses this map, they're out of playoffs. If KC loses this map, they've got one more to go, and it's already late.
Yeah, a lot of the unks out there want to go to bed, but they still want to watch the action here. I know our producer is struggling. He wants to go to bed. He's probably yawning up a storm right now. But that's okay.
Unclear cats for a reason. But it looks like FF is on a save round this time, while KC has their full buy.
Out of my way.
Yeah,
The knives from Retro.
They invested a lot into that last round, and now they're going to have to try to see if they can make a miracle happen. Bring this back. They've already had one KC team move on. They're trying to make it a second one. As they're going to wait. They're making a little bit of noise for the Classic, trying to bait first teammate Dadfight who's sitting in the corner. But KC's not moving. They're waiting. Drawing out the patience. A draw of will. As there's that dart, but it's not going to scan Dadfat. Trying to find a skill with the Stinger, but it's just not enough bullets, not enough range. His Retro's just going to find a kill. That was Spike Prime. The other person who is relying on with the Blaze Storm, but Retro's just going to find a kill on Drillix. The Retro's just going to find a kill again on the Blaze Storm onto Spike Prime, leading down to Michael Sark and Walk. But just not enough time to do it. Not enough bodies and not enough guns.
I mean, at this point, sitting here, they might just try to die to the spike.
Yeah.
And wait out, maybe get some exits.
Yes, that is the play to do it. They don't want to give unnecessary ult orbs. There is the lockdown 2 away for the side of Soul Lane and Hunter's Fury in the hands of Nate, 1 away as well. So they're opting to not give those up. But look at that Walk. You do kind of need to die here, Walk, if you want to get your full buy. I mean, he does have 2400 credits. He's going to find one on the Soul. Trying to see if he can do anything. And Register is going to find the 4th on the Michael Sark. The wide swing, the wide strafe, not enough. The high-low is perfect. As KC, for the first time since the half ended, they are in the lead.
And now here comes the timeout from the side of FF. Just trying to figure out, I mean, this is such a close map. The KC, just took the lead. And it's getting close. FF needs to pull together these next few rounds. They have 4 ultimate abilities online, full rifles going into this next round. So it really is the time to discuss what to do next, what strategy they're going to take, and how they're going to react to KC's push. But honestly, I'm really enjoying seeing Celine come through. Obviously, we're seeing the champion gun show that Celine is the MVP of this game so far. And I can see that because the site holds are becoming amazing. The flank is great, like we saw earlier a few rounds ago, coming up through garage window to go behind Sark. I mean, honestly, just great playing from everybody.
Yeah, the one thing that needs to be relied upon, FF's will, undeniable in their affairs and how they got here. When it seems like everybody counted them out as they were faltering a little bit towards the end of the season, they got a lifeline. Ash FFing Ash FFing the last game that confirmed FF's positioning into the playoffs, gave them a lifeline. But right now, they can't afford another lifeline. They have to go the distance. They have to start now. They are just 5 rounds away from a map 3, and they are 4 rounds away from elimination. Trying to see if they can muster up the courage to dethrone the beast of Kingdom Coffee. As now this Aldrin is going to come in. Spike Prime now has to try to dash away. He is going to try to get out, but there's nowhere to go. Spam Elite. Once again, Retro getting the better of Spike Prime in the 1v1. It's now the 5v4. The proactivity falling for FF as they want to rumble towards C. They want to hit that C side walk with a jump spot. A little bit of shit damage done to him. Not enough. But Drillix, caught in no man's land. Walk. They're going to try to do all he can, but he's so deathly low. They're running back. Nothing he can do. The side is under their control. The Hunter's Fury does a good amount of damage onto 2 players. Nate, 9 HP. There is that. Oh, but no. Not able to skin onto him. A soul again. These flanks, these lurks, these backstabs. Trying to close the coffin of FF's hopes and dreams here in Season 10.
I mean, that was just so unfortunate that I think Spike pushed up so far into mid there thinking that there wasn't going to be so many in window, but they kind of just all turned back to face and fight the pressure together. And there just wasn't enough support coming from mid from his other teammates to help him get out of that situation. Had to be really committed there. It looks like FF is now going to be on a save with mostly Sheriffs and Singers on board, whereas KC does have their full economy ready to go and is storming a site where Spike is alone.
Yeah. Now going into this round here once again. It's a roll by. They want to go towards A. The lockdown in hands of Soul Lane. That's gonna give up the side unless they want to try to fight it. Spike. Is he gonna try to make a play happen? Is he gonna try to do something? Find the first, but cannot find a second solo with an instantaneous trade. That's gonna be the A side on lockdown. Now it's gonna be waiting for the weaponry. It's just not good enough for these ranges. The sheriffs, the stingers. Trying to go forward. Phobic's gonna find a kill on the Dad Fat Michael Stark, which is a sheriff or stinger in your hand. No, it's not gonna find it. Retros is the one to find a kill. Find a second on the Drilliex. It's down to walk. The dash forward from Retros in. Wants him down, wants him in the dirt. And the bullets land. Overtaking the top spots. KC 2 rounds away from a date with the semifinals.
I gotta say, that's the retro we've been seeing on Neon, the first map. There it is, the 22 and 9 coming out on the attack. I knew it was only gonna take some time for him to surpass Solane. 3 ultimates now online for the side of KC. 2 for the side of FF. They've got their full guns back this time. I mean, this is a crucial round to win. You gotta stop the momentum before it gets to match point for FF. For KC to get match point.
Indeed. This defensive half as a whole has not been doing very solid for them. Spike Prime, once again, finding the opener, but get instantaneously traded out. Run it back. Paranoia. A lot of Utah trying to slow them down as much as possible. Soul takes space in, but not before kicking out. Walk out of the round. That fat. Nothing he can do. Retros in. And Nate is down to a 2v4 as these 2 players left. One singular round that they've gotten on the defensive half. And right now, KC are looking to march forward in their expedition to move forward into this playoff matchup. As the save is being called, there's nothing they can do. There is no chance, there is no hope for them in this round. FF now have to go the distance, 4 rounds to force overtime to keep them alive. And all for KC. They just need 1 more round before Inferno awaits them in the semifinals.
Yeah, I mean, KC really said Apprentice did it, so can we. We're gonna bring Expert home as well. And that's what they're trying to do here as they get them to match point.
It's do or die. FF backs against the wall, standing between elimination and a third map is 1 singular round. KC needs 1 round to eliminate FF out of the playoffs and taking them out, leaving only their mythic team, Misfire, to do it all themselves to bring FF a championship. And for Expert, another season dashed away against a super team. This last season it was LG, and this season it's looking like it's going to be KC. It's going to be from the shadows. It's going to be paused out. Drilliex in a rock and a hard spot, having a rough map, and it's going to continue to be rough. Solane takes him out of the round. That's 1 step closer.
And that ult hit his own teammate too.
Yeah, Retro's in, but Spike's going to find a kill to the smoke. Now, the bomb is going to go down, but the flood is going to happen. The Paranoia coming in, trying to find it, trying to find a lifeline. Walking down as he find it, but Nate to find a one, but that with that Spectre, making it sing loud and proud. As now they're trying to tap the bomb, and Solane swings out.
FF said not yet.
Not done yet. We go again.
I mean, I was gonna make the joke in the moment, but there's so much going on. But you could say that was a case of a bit of friendly fire with that Sova ult, huh?
I'm only allowing you to say that because of the AGM of the franchise. So choose wisely.
I had to have a funny moment, you know.
That's okay.
This is a high pressure situation. I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat watching the game, and I'm on the edge of the seat watching my team hopefully make it into the next round. So yeah, gotta use some comedy.
3 rounds. FF. Last time they got 3 rounds in a row was on the attack after they got 4, but Dadfat finding the opener on the Phobic. That's the smoke side of the round. Finally finding a first blood that is not instantaneously traded this time. Solane looking to get curious, looking to
contrast to what we've seen from KC all this second half. Like they're going so much slower It's such high stakes now.
They are showing the respect to FF. They want to find an opening. So all it takes is one singular slip up from FF. They cannot afford to falter when they need it most. As now they'll slow walk up towards A from these 4 players left alive. Spike is the only one here on the A side, waiting for a potential hit. Retro's in, sitting at 22 and 10. He had 25 in the last map. Trying to make a 50 bomb. A Spike is on the line, but again,
30 seconds.
Spike gets instantaneously traded. Deathbat with the run it back. Denied by Soul. What they can do now, they still have 2 ults on the front of Shadows in that neural theft. Deathbat with that flame wall. He still has full utility, a full kit at his disposal. Soul also has that flash. There's the first 50 utility. Drillix though is going to take that fight. Now I don't know if that's going to be used. Nate finding the kill with Deathbat. The triple swing!
Oh,
Nate almost had them lined up and almost crushed their
reoccurring
dreams.
theme of this series is collapse.
Yeah, indeed. The last map.
Little
we saw-
ducklings in a row.
Yeah, but now 2 rounds away, and the economy is still at an all-time high for KC. They can still full buy these 2 rounds. This is still as difficult as ever for FF.
Yeah, I mean, FF doesn't have the full money to get Spike and Vandal. They got him a Guardian instead. Although he does have his knives with him, so he can swap over to that if needed. But yeah, KC still their economy's good for the rest of this map, hopefully.
The rest of regulation do not have to worry about losing out on a full buy. Here comes the shock dart line from Nate. But that trip is not going to be there this time, unless Drillix is going to try to replace it. He is going to replace it. After the second shock dart, and yeah, he will replace that. But here comes the efforts of KC and Soul and Phobic sitting in garage. As it's going to be Drillix now getting the jiggle, getting the information that they are there in garage, not wanting to give up his life, not wanting to throw away his hopes and dreams. As that first tripwire destroyed. Hunter's Fury now coming in. Michael Sark falls. As Deathbat's going to find the trade on the direction, but it's going to be that flood in from KC. Drillix trying to do as much as he can. Deathbat, he falls. It's on the shoulders of Spike Prime. His season 10 hopes and dreams left on his shoulders, and they are not to be achieved. KC win map 2 again, 13-10, and they will face Inferno in the semifinals.
I mean, really well played, and I mean, a great run from KC tonight across the board, getting 2 of their teams to progress on through these playoffs. I mean, 13-10 here. I have to, like I said, huge shout out to Solane and Retro for the performances this map, but also Soul right behind Retro, always there to trade him out when needed. But just a great play for and also look at Spike, 5 first bloods. I mean, a great map from both teams. Really close and well played. Honestly, GG's.
Yeah, indeed. And now that is officially the semifinals set for Expert. Gur will take on MB, as well as now Kingdom Coffee will take on Inferno. As those 4 teams will duke it out at some point during the week to determine who will be our teams in Expert Grand Finals for Season 10, as well as the Apprentice. I'll go over just 2 tiers. I don't want to take too much more time. Apprentice, 808s, and Gur, and then KC versus Ash. That right there. I mean, obviously, a lot of teams, a lot of hopes and dreams for these players here. Some of them being in their first season, some of them OGs. And with that being said, though, I don't want to keep us any much longer because I know some of us want to go to bed. So to give a quick shout out to our media team here today. My name is Omni, joined here by Mernster, aka Emily, as well as Nuclear Cats and Flank Sinatra as your media team today. And a quick shout out to everybody on media who showed out here today for all the streams, for all the teams, as well as the Couch Cast, as well as our lovely media lead in VK, and also Nuclear Cats, who has been taking a step back as of late, but it's okay. We still love him. And Two-Way, our media assistant here today. But with that, we'll be signing off for today as KC take down FF 2-0. But now we'll be signing off for the rest of the night. Have a great rest of your evening.